This video is not going to be really popular with a lot of people who are regulars with this channel, and that's just how it goes. I say what I feel. I'm not trying to, feed a line of bullshit to you guys, and what you see is what you get. I mean, obviously there is entertainment purposes in a lot of my videos where I exaggerate and say funny stuff or outlandish stuff for the comedic effect and just for the overall shock value. But in this video, I'm just going to come real with you guys, and this is what I'm thinking about right now. And that is that, well, let me just be real honest here before I even go into this. Let me just be real here. Hating on Call of Duty right now is very, very popular, and the franchise itself is saturated, and content creators are saturated, and people have to do stuff that is, I guess, against the grain, different from the norm, and being negative about Call of Duty right now is more popular and will get you more views than providing update videos or stat videos or best loadout videos, which are really, like I said, oversaturated, boring content and run-of-the-mill that, anyone can make and anyone can see, because now we've got websites like Warzone Loadout and True Game Data that you can just go to and get all the loadouts that are actually, tested and verified, not by dudes who just, I think this is the best loadout, this is the gun you should use. My point is that it is a self-fulfilling prophecy to be negative about Call of Duty, so therefore you're looking for negatives in the game as a content creator, and you're changing the zeitgeist of the community to have a more negative outlook on Call of Duty, because people are making videos, you see the videos, and you get an unrealistic viewpoint of reality. And a lot of you are going to have cognitive dissonance right now. I guarantee you right fucking now, you're being like, no, man, Call of Duty sucks. It used to be so much better in the past. Trust me. Yeah, well, I don't think it was. I mean, there are games that are better than others. That's a fact. Like, there are some years when Call of Duty launched, people were like, this is great. And then Call of Duty launched and it was suck. Advanced Warfare, people were like, this is the worst. And Black Ops 3 launched and this is great. And then there's games like when COD 4 was the first modern day Call of Duty with kill streaks and whatnot. Everyone got their mind blown. This is great. They're so excited. Infinity Ward is the best. And then World at War came out from Treyarch, and a lot of content creators who were huge back in the day, like C9ers Hutch and others, said that it was sucky and they couldn't play it and they didn't like it, and they kept playing COD 4, and COD 4 was so popular anyways because like back then it was new and fresh and didn't get oversaturated. People played that for the 2-year cycle and waited for Modern Warfare 2. I want to get back to the point I just talked about a couple seconds ago, was people are saying that Call of Duty nowadays is horrible and Modern Warfare 3 sucks, and I would like to ask a question to you before I go any further. There are obviously some differences, but I'm going to ask you, besides a couple differences from year to year, how is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 any different than Call of Duty's in the past that you seem to love so much, but now you hate it and it's horrible? Modern 3 worst Call of Duty ever. Besides the fact, okay, I know that it's like a $70 DLC and it's just an upgrade of Modern Warfare 2 and it's cheaply made. That's fine. But let's talk about Modern Warfare 2 or 2019 or Vanguard or any of the Call of Duties like Black Ops 4 in the past 6-7 years. I mean, even compared to Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, what are the differences? Like, what are the fundamental differences? It's still a point-and-click Twitch shooter. I mean, this year we have all the new maps that are old maps that are redone, so the maps are the same as the old ones, and a lot of you buying the game haven't even played these new old maps, so the old maps were supposed to be, goated, so great, so maps, maybe, I don't know. I mean, the two things I can tell you, perhaps maybe skill-based matchmaking, so it's harder to pub stomp, so it's not as much fun because you're playing a game that is difficult, and I get that. Personally, myself, I find ways to circumvent that by little tricks of picking playlists and game modes that aren't really huge and popular with a bunch of sweats, and I get easier lobbies, as well as I play Resurgence a lot on the Warzone, so the multiplayer isn't really relevant to me much anymore. I'm playing mostly Warzone Resurgence, and the skill-based matchmaking of that is really just not there. There really isn't any. I don't know what else you're playing, so that's my point of view. I'm playing it. I've played a ton of this game. I've already reached rank 250. I've already finished the battle pass, and Modern Warfare 3, even though it's a $70 DLC, I've got 100 times my money's worth. I mean, you got skill-based matchmaking was my answer. The kill streaks aren't that great this year, and besides that, the gunplay's great, the perks are good, everything is exactly the same as what I'm trying to say from previous Call of Duties to these current Call of Duties, except differences in skill-based matchmaking, making the lobby sweaty, and the kill streaks come and go. But the guns, everything's the same. It really is. There's no difference. In fact, the graphics are better now, the movement is even better now in some of the games. Go back and play the old games. They're slow, very slow movement, and people, if you played that, you'd probably be really bored. I know people say there's cheaters. I mean, I've been playing this game, I got like days and days in this game, and I have yet to see some real, actual, bona fide, like, wow, that guy is for sure aimbotting or wall hacking. Here and there, maybe, but nothing to the point where I would say it's just overwhelming and ruins the experience. Streamers are cheating. I've had friends say that, and my response was they're gaming, cheating, Nadia or whoever, them cheating has no consequence on my enjoying of the game because I'm not playing with them. I don't care. How's that matter to me? It doesn't matter if they're cheating. Cool. Go cheat and get money from dumb kids to donate to you. What do I care? It doesn't affect my gameplay or enjoyment of the franchise. Pay to win is a problem, which isn't. There is no pay to win aspect in this game. There's nothing you can do to buy that it gives you an advantage over anybody else, whether it be weapons or skins. And like I said, the currency of Call of Duty on YouTube is being, I guess, pumped up by being hateful and negative towards the game so you can get views. So like, you know, you hate the game, you're looking for problems, and people just like to hate Call of Duty. Let's just be honest. It's popular to hate Call of Duty. I get it. I get on rants. I get annoyed. We all have problems with multiplayers, and no other game right now is more popular to hate than Call of Duty. So you're going to make hate videos and you're going to attract those people. And I get it. I get it 100%. When there's nothing else you really can add to the game, there's nothing else you really want to talk about it. I'm not going to be a gameplay commentator where I talk about skill streaks and score streaks and your best setup. It's more fun just to make fun and roast the franchise and the game. But the problem is that nowadays you can't really do anything other than that. Back in the old days of YouTube, you could sort of roast and make fun of the community. You could make fun of like, people who were dorks in the community, and that was actually really funny to do back in the day. But now you can't do that. You're breaking the terms of services and your channel will be just gone. So just complaining about the game all the time now is kind of lame, honestly, because if you look at it, we're complaining about the game, and what has it accomplished? Nothing. I mean, Activision just talked about the skill-based matchmaking rather, and I don't think they're very forthright or honest about it, and it shows that they have no plans of changing it or even really actually sharing with us any real news or information that is significant or will actually, you know, lead to changes in the future. Complaining about that now, why? Doesn't matter, it's a waste of time. And complaining about this game, why? Now any problem you have with the game not really being addressed. And I don't have any problems with the game because what is there to complain about? Like honestly, what are we complaining about? It's the same game. It's the same fucking game, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. And if we're being honest here, the vast majority of people who make hate videos, present company included, are doing it for monetary purposes. Being positive about Call of Duty gets you less money, so therefore people find ways and things to be negative about so that they can make more money. Do you actually really believe that Blame Truth is going to get, I hope not. For the love of God, I hope he is playing a character. But I mean, like, hopefully, I mean, I am. But I mean, I don't think any adult who isn't mentally challenged or mentally unstable is really going to get, actually, you know what, I'm going to say there probably are some that actually really are getting this upset about it. I can't sit here and lie to you and say that I'm not over-exaggerating my anger about a video game because it helps to make entertaining content that people like to watch, therefore I make more money. I mean, if there wasn't money to be made doing this, I wouldn't fucking be here, bros. That's the fact. Sorry, guys, if that ruffles your feathers or blows your mind, and no one else would be either. No one above 16 years old who's got shit going on is going to sit here and waste their time making YouTube videos for free. Maybe once a week, maybe once in a blue moon, but not on a regular basis. I mean, let's just try to be a little bit more sincere here and organic with the videos, but you can't because you know why? Money, money, money. And the one thing I'm going to finish off this with is, and a friend said to me, and this is a really poignant point about the fall of Call of Duty and how you don't feel it's the same anymore, and that is this, is that players have adapted to the basics of FPF games now, right? So it's going to be harder, and it should be harder for you to get bot lobbies or downy lobbies, because when Call of Duty first started, and this goes back to my skill-based matchmaking and the complaint that people have about the difficulty of the game, right? And that's why it's not fun. And this is the point. So nowadays, everybody is pretty good at Call of Duty or first-person shooters in general after 15 years of this franchise. Other problem is that you're not going to get the same dopamine hits from railing off, quote-unquote, 9 kills in 2024 as you did in 2007. It's the way it is. That's why they put the kill streaks harder and harder to earn. It's because people have gotten so much better. They're getting a 9 kill streak now, or getting a 7 kill streak, or making the kill streaks like Modern Warfare 2, a Predator missile, a Harrier, then a nuke. You can just run it like that, or chopper gunner rather. Do you know how easy this game would be now? Could you imagine playing Modern Warfare 3 right now, and after 5 kills you get a Predator missile that kills like 2 or 3 people, and you got a Harrier up, and that kills 3 people, and you got a chopper gunner. They don't do that now because people are so good at the game that if they made it as easy as it was back in the day, you would just be ending games with nukes constantly. So it meant more back then, right? That's the point too. It meant more back then that it was a skill that people were developing. Now, everyone knows how it works, and it's so much more difficult. It just makes it more of a sweaty game. That's what you can really see. Skill-based matchmaking, the game's so sweaty, it's tryhards. Yeah, that's Call of Duty. You can't, it's tough, it's hard, it's not as much fun. That's a fact. Totally agree with that. And that's the way it is. And that's pretty much how Call of Duty is nowadays compared to the past. It's not much different. And people's perception of reality is being skewed by negative posts, because people stand to make money from making those negative posts, so it influences your reality and your perspective and your take on the game, because that's how humans are. We're a product of our environment and our surroundings and the people we see and watch and hang out with. And with that being said, thank you for watching the video. I'm the Ghost of 8. Last but not least, the most important, stay black, questions, thorn, one, the high card, telling shades, red, movement, fake, eligible, fat, was fake, white man, bring it down.